In this video, we're going to learn how to play the Dial Caliper game in order to learn how to better read a dial caliper. And so in Google, we are just going to type in Dial Caliper Game and hit enter. And we can just click on the first link here. And in here, you can see we have a Dial Caliper Game. If there's any kind of an ad, go ahead and close that out so you can get everything on the screen. And I want to scroll down so that I can see both play game and the score below. And if we scroll down a little bit more, you'll see there's some instructions and how the leveling system works for the scoring. But with this in view, let's go ahead and go to settings, and we can start with the game, but I'm actually going to start with training mode. Training mode allows me to read where I'm at, and I'm going to turn the timer off as well. I can keep the sounds on. We want to keep it in inches, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit play game. And so now there's no timer, so I can take my time to do everything right. And so I can just click on this piece right here to move it around. You can ignore the numbers on top. That's the metric system. Here is 1 inch right here. So this is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, and so on, 0.9, and then 1 inch. And this is, of course, 1.1. All the way over here, this is 2 inches. And so what's it asking? It's asking for 1.312. Okay, so here's 1 inch. We need to go to 1.3. And so you can see as I drag it, it's kind of jumpy, like it's hard to get precise by clicking and dragging. To fix that, what I'm going to do is once I get close to where I want it, I'm going to use my scroll wheel, and so I can scroll up and down to find where I want. And so you can see right now I'm at 1.310. And so I can scroll up on my mouse to 1.311 and then 1.312. You can also play with these two things to get more fine, precise movement once you get close to your target. But I'm going to go ahead and hit submit answer. And the next one asks for 1.092. So here's 1, here's 1.1. So right in between these two is 1.0. So I get this piece in between 1 and 1.1, and I'm at 1.0, and I want to get to 1.092, so I can just click up or I can scroll up on my mouse until I get there, and now you can see I'm at 1.092. I submit answer. And then now it's asking for 0.188, so that's way over here. I drag it over 0.1, here we go, and now I'm close to 8. I can scroll up to 0.88. There it is. Or 0.188, I should say. And once you figured out how to use this dial caliper system, it is time to make it a little bit more challenging. So to do that, I will just refresh the page and go to settings. And so how am I going to make this a little bit more challenging? I'm going to leave training mode and be in game mode. So training mode allows me to read the numbers still. I want to be in game mode, but I still want the timer off while I'm still figuring this out. And then once I get really good at this, I will try it with the timer on, and that's how I can go for the high score in the class. But I'm going to go ahead and with the timer off and the game on, I'm going to try to play the game again. And now it's asking for 1.848. And you can see as I go find it, it doesn't actually show it to me down here. I have to find it in here. So I'm at 1.8 right now, and this is 4.5, 4.6, 4.7, 4.8. This is 4.9, and this is 5.0. So this is what we're looking for right here. And you can see I found it. So now I can move it to 1.6, so 1.6. And then I'm looking for 5.0, 5.1, 5.2, 5.3 right here. And then I'm looking for 0.315. And so, okay, let's go find it. Looks like it's right here. That's 0.325, excuse me. We need to go to 1.5 and submit answer. And so you can kind of see how this works. And once again, once you get the hang of this, we can make this a little bit harder by hitting refresh. And I'm going to set up the settings to where the timer is on and the game is on. And now I can play. And so what's it looking for? 0.498. Okay, so 0.4, looks like it's pretty close to 0.5, right? So 0.498, there it is right there. And you can see I've got a timer here that's going down as I go. So 1.3, and then I'm looking for 53 right there. So with that timer on, it just adds a little bit more stress and makes it a little bit more fun, a little bit more competitive. And if you want the high score, you have to play with the timer on. 0.899 is right here, 0.899. We're almost to the 9. And hit submit answer. 1.034, you can see it's a little bit more stressful. A little bit harder, and if this is too hard, go back to one of the easier settings. As you go further along, just like in the ruler game, you can see that it's going to, I get to higher levels, it'll start having shorter and shorter time limits as I go. Okay, 1.272, and so I'm going to keep playing. You can go ahead and play on your own as well. And if you want the high score, you have to, oh, I got that one wrong. If you want the high score, you have to play with the timer on and the game on, where you can't see the number and there is a timer going.